Do you know the story of Moses? No, not that one. Not the one where he parts the Red Sea, leads the Israelites out of Egypt, and receives the 10 Commandments from God on a tablet, which we call the 10 Commandments today. No, not that one. This is the other story of Moses. It's a lesser-known story, but it's just as important. It's about Moses and the burning bush. I think we all know that feeling. You read on your way to work or school and you read late because you had to stop for coffee, of course. And then as you're rushing through the door, someone yells, "Hey, you're late," and you feel terrible. Maybe you even get in trouble. Well, imagine that happening every single day, not just with your boss, but with God himself. That's what happened to Moses. It was one of those days when Moses felt like a complete failure. He was taking care of his sheep near Mount Horeb, also called Mount Sinai, when God called out to him from a burning bush. Moses, Moses, the voice boomed. Moses probably thought, great, now I'm going to be late for my shift at Jethro's place again. But then something incredible happened. The bush was on fire, but it wasn't burning up. Moses thought, wow, that's cool. And then the voice said, Moses, didn't I say your name 3 times? Didn't you hear me, of course? Moses felt terrible. He stuttered and said, yes, Lord, I heard you say, my people, this is not my God. And the voice replied, I am the God of your father, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Moses still felt terrible because he knew what was going to happen next. Remove your sandals, Moses, for the place where you are standing is holy ground. And then Moses did something very smart. He took off his sandals and asked, if you want me to be your prophet, I don't know what to say. I'm slow, and I never have the right words. But God replied, I will be with you, and I will teach you what to say. So God gave Moses the gift of words and told him to go to Egypt and tell Pharaoh to let the Israelites go so they could worship God. But Pharaoh wasn't exactly thrilled about letting the Israelites leave. He said, who is the Lord that I should listen to him and let his people go? I refuse to let them go. So God taught Moses some pretty amazing lessons. First, he turned his staff into a snake. Then he made his hand turn green and white like snow. Finally, God asked him to stretch out his hand over the land of Egypt. When he did, there was blood everywhere. The water in the river and the streams and even the lakes were filled with blood. All the fish died in the river, and the stench filled the land of Egypt. Mosquitoes and flies came everywhere too, and they were there for 40 days. Yeah, it was pretty nasty. Then God said to Moses, Pharaoh's heart is hard. He refuses to let the people go. So pack up your things and take all the elders of Israel with you and go to Pharaoh. I will harden Pharaoh's heart so that he will let the people go, but he will send them away empty-handed. So Moses and the Israelites left Egypt and went to the Red Sea. When Pharaoh changed his mind and wanted the Israelites to come back, God sent some pretty big storms and winds, parted the sea, and the Israelites crossed safely. But Pharaoh and his soldiers weren't so lucky. They drowned in the Red Sea. That is why we remember Moses as one of the greatest heroes of the Jewish faith and the Christian faith. He led his people out of slavery and showed everyone the power of God. Now, if you want to hear such history stories, subscribe to the channel.